A Nosleep story written by Reddit user Peculi_Dar. If you see Little Red on the streets after midnight, it's already too late. I'm on the clock, admiring the stars in the pitch-black sky. Unusual for a city this size. Might be a power outage nearby. If I were to have something like a lunch break, this would be it. I sit in the car, tapping the wheel, thinking about nothing, feeling nothing. My vehicle is parked in the depths of an alley behind Cal's Girls, a popular nightclub with go-go dancers, a champagne fountain, and plenty of other stuff the Yelp reviews don't mention. You see one of these places, you've seen them all. What they're really missing is a wall of before and after shots of their clientele. Just picture it. On the left, Jenny and the gals are all dolled up, hearts and glitter on their faces, high heels, cleavage, legs for days, faux fur crop jackets from the rack sale at H&M. But boy, oh boy, do they shine. To the right, in the after photo, Jenny without the gals, leaving around 4 a.m. after doing 2 guys in the bathroom, coming off the molly, face foundation flaking, lipstick smeared on the back of her palm, neck bruised from a night of doing all the wrong things that felt so right. I smile a little. It's tedious work a lot of the time, just sitting around, waiting for the call. It's better when something interesting happens. As I'm thinking this, the back door swings open and a young couple stumble out, all wrapped up in each other, kissing, groping, grinding. This girl's probably one of the go-go dancers, blonde and sparkly hair extensions, the lot. The guy looks decent himself, tall and jacked. Stylish haircut, you know the type. He picks her up and carries her over to one of the closed metal dumpsters, sitting her down on his palms so she doesn't get cold. How considerate. I watch them laugh, kiss, and moan as they get on with it. It's not a riveting show, but it's better than watching rats picking up chicken bones out of the trash. Doesn't last long though. Never does. My favorite part comes next. The looks on their faces when they're done, drunk as they are, they still pull apart awkwardly, not looking at each other. A few polite mumbles as the guy buckles his belt, and the girl tries to figure out if she can still wear her ripped panties. Eventually, she throws them in the trash, her gaze lingering on the dumpster lid. She must be looking at that guy's sweaty handprint stains on the metal. I see her mind run through a string of life choices that led her to this moment, and almost feel bad for her. If she knew how often I see this sort of thing, she wouldn't have to feel so ashamed. They're about to go back inside when a small figure appears at the mouth of the alley. Even from here, I can see a bright red hood flapping in the wind. I really hope it has nothing to do with me, but I'm not dumb enough to exclude anything. I roll down the car window so I can hear what's going on.
Are you lost?
The blonde calls out to the Little Red. Whoa. The buff guy runs a hand through his hair. Whoa, man. Good point, buddy. This is weird. I glance at my phone, waiting for the call, hoping it won't come. Could be a coincidence. Could just be a kid.
Come here, sweetie. We can help you.
The blonde calls out, then to the guy.
What should we do? Call 911?
Oh, yeah. The guy shakes his head. Like, I don't even know. Shit. No, he doesn't know shit. Neither of them know shit. If they knew even half a shit, or a quarter of a shit, a tiny flake of shit, they would be running. The figure starts walking towards them, head bent down. Only a pointy chin is visible, with a small red mouth pressed into a thin line. The blonde kneels down, trying to talk to it, calling it sweetie, honey, sugar pie, lollipop. I don't know, I can't hear her. She's speaking softly. It lifts its head. Looks like a kid, I guess. Maybe if I saw it during the daytime, I might not even think twice. But it's after midnight, and this is not a kid. Its eyes are large and unnaturally wide. No eyelids. The pupils are 2 black 8-balls, devoid of human expression. The skin is pale, almost translucent, wrapped tightly around the skull. It doesn't even look that hungry. Maybe it will only take one of them. It attacks the blonde first, since she's the closest. Easy prey. Takes next to no effort for the thing to lunge at her, pushing her to the ground.
Oh man, shit, oh man.
The guy stammers, running for the back door, which is locked from the inside.
Fuck. Oh man, no, oh man, shit.
He screams, his back pressed against the wall of the building, his eyes practically popping out of his head as he watches the hooded figure mount Blondie. The thing sits on her stomach as she writhes beneath it, screaming. It pins her in place with those tiny legs, throwing back the crimson hood as it slides its tiny pointy hands over her skimpy tank top. Hunger gleams in its eyes before it rips her ribcage in half and begins feeding. First the heart, then the lungs and stomach. They rarely touch the intestines. I can't stand the guzzling, slurpy noises, so I roll my car window back up, turning my attention back to the guy. He's caught like a deer in the headlights, probably thinking he's on a bad trip. If only. Again, I hope it will let him go. It hardly looks hungry. No reason to take 2 in a row. Doesn't seem to be my night though, and before long, the guy suddenly tries to sprint away. It's far too late now though. The process repeats. The lunge, topple, pin down. Even with the windows shut, I can still hear it in my mind. Rip goes the skin, the ribcage crackling. Blood begins to flood in the alleyway, and I grit my teeth in frustration. What a fucking mess. It only takes about 20 minutes in total for the thing to finish. I wait for it to fuck off, but it lingers over the dead bodies before turning to me and tilting its head. If this thing could smile, that's what it would look like, I guess. It raises a blood-stained palm and waves, sending shivers down my spine. Finally, it turns and walks out of the alleyway. I exhale, realizing that I'm sweating head to toe, and the phone finally rings.
Hey, Ann. Gonna need to clean up behind them.
Yeah, I know. I break ass off. I fucking saw it, man.
Ah, shit. Sorry, man.
His voice is filled with half-assed concern.
You got multiple?
Yeah, I grunt, using my shoulder to press the phone to my ear as I reach for my kit in the back seat. It fucking looked like a kid too.
Oh, damn, man.
My colleague yawns.
Well, let me know if anything comes up.
S hangs up. Takes me 2 hours to clean off the wounds, stuff the bodies with wood wool, glue, and stitch the torsos back up. Multiples are the worst. I scarcely have enough embalming foundation to cover the patches, and I have to get creative with the concealer. Girls are somehow easier to fix up, and I have the blonde resting in one piece quick enough. The guy is trickier. The muscles weigh down what's left of the skin, forming unnatural indentations. I try some different things, scavenge some sticks to help me replace shattered ribs. I'm still working when the car arrives. I tell M to give me another 20 minutes and he lights up a cigarette.
Hot girl,
he remarks, but I don't reply. I send them away once I'm satisfied the bodies appear to have died of natural causes. They'll be taken to one of the associate morgues where loved ones can identify them the following day. The car rolls off, and I go to my trunk to fetch a bucket, mop, and scrubbing brush. Damn it. I'm low on bleach. I fill the bucket with water from a canister that I keep in my car. I work until sunrise, until the alleyway shimmers in the daylight, now more pristine than ever. I drive home exhausted and linger in the doorway to the girl's bedroom. This house, the vacations, Ivy League schools, grand weddings, all of it for them. I then run down my list of moral justifications another couple times before heading to the bed and resting up before my next shift.
Please leave your message